Hello everyone, I'm Dan Filgrain, and this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, August 19th. On today's show, we'll get a tech tip from iPad expert Penny Modrich, and we'll get previews of Wednesday's Global Outreach event at the Village Church, and of this season's upcoming Fine and Performing Arts concert series with Boren. But first, a few reminders. The Crystal Room is closed today and tomorrow. It will also be closed on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So if you're looking for a meal out, consider the Palm Grill or the Island Cafe, as they will be ready and glad to serve you. If you've signed up, remember that today is the first of our Assisted Living Tea and Tour Days. The event at the King's Crown today starts at 10 a.m. in the King's Crown Community Room. Tomorrow is the day for our trip to our local public broadcasting television station, WGCU, on the campus of Florida Gulf Coast University. The group will go behind the scenes to see how all things WGCU come to fruition. After the conclusion of the tour, the group will venture over to Gulf Coast Town Center for a hearty lunch at Cheddar's, where fresh lunch selections are almost all under $10. Cost for the trip is $18 with lunch on your own. Court pickups start at 8:15 a.m. Sign up at either service desk, and you can see page 22 of your August Shell Point Life magazine for more details. Speaking of the magazine, did you know that you can view the current and past issues of Shell Point Life online at the shellpoint.net website? You might find it especially enjoyable to do so on your iPad tablet. These devices are so very handy, and it seems there is no end of useful and entertaining things you can do with them. Penny Modrich is here with the first of several tech tips she will be presenting on our show. This time about the benefits and importance of keeping the operating system up to date.
Hi, I'm Penny Modrich. I teach in T3, and here is today's tech tip. A new operating system, iOS 8, is coming in September and October. Changes and advances with the new operating system, iOS 8, will be significant. Updates to an operating system are critical. Sometimes they seem to change the entire look of your device. But remember, these changes have been made to improve and enhance your use of the device. Change can be good. Watch for it.
Penny will be back with more tech tips for you on upcoming episodes of our show. Dotty Morrison is here now with our International Worker in Residence, Janice Quinlan, to preview tomorrow's Global Outreach event at the Village Church, where Janice will be sharing about her work in Thailand.
Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison, and I'm here with Janice Quinlan. If you haven't had a chance to get to know Janice yet, you're in for a treat. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Dotty.
Thanks for coming today. Now, there are a lot of things I want to know about your career and what you're doing here, but today I want to talk about lip balm.
Okay.
I've used lots of different kinds of lip balm, but I don't think I've ever sat next to a person who actually created a formula for one. So I'm really impressed, girl. Now, let's give some background. Give me some background here. Where were you when you created this product? What's the background of what your career is?
Okay, I was teaching at Northeastern Bible Seminary in northeastern Thailand, and while I was there, I developed an interest in moringa. Moringa is a leaf that has lots of nutritional value, both in the leaf and the seed, and so they use it in a lot of developing countries as nutrition for babies, people who lack protein in their diet. And so it's just a resource that's readily available, but the Thai don't really know how to use it.
Oh, really? So was this already growing?
It was growing everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
Had it been introduced, or was it already just naturally there?
I assume that it was naturally there,
Okay.
but they used it so infrequently, and
Okay.
they didn't know the variety of things that could be done with moringa.
Okay. So nutritionally, the leaves can be used how in food?
You can make it in soup, which is the one way that the Thai people would use it. The problem was they would boil it for far too long, and when you do that, most of the nutritional value is gone.
Okay.
So I needed to try and reteach them not to overcook it so that
Okay.
they could get some benefit from it.
Okay.
But I shared a house with a lady from the Philippines, and they ate moringa almost on a daily basis in their culture.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so whenever someone would have surgery, she would make soup with it. Someone would have a baby. She would make soup and bring it to them, or if they had problems with nursing, she would make soup. And, we just heard stories year after year about how people gained their strength or how they had breast milk after using the product.
Okay, so then how did you go from a product that was used in soup to something you thought could be used on the lips or the face? How did that process go? Did you learn about that from somebody?
Well, I knew that our Relief and Development branch was pressing oil, and everything that I read about moringa oil told me that this was very good for arthritis, for rashes.
The oil itself.
The oil itself.
And where was that work being done?
And that was being done in Cambodia, across the border.
Okay, but you had read about it.
And I had read about it, and so I found out that when they pressed the oil, they had this byproduct, which was the seed with a little bit of oil still left in it.
Okay, so just like these chunks of pieces of things.
Right.
Okay.
And so I said, would you be willing to let me play around with it? And they sent me some. And my immediate thought was, I'd like to make a soap and use some of the powder and some of the moringa seed cake is what they call it.
Okay.
And oil and put it in the soap.
Wow.
And that was my first project.
Had you ever made soap before?
No.
Did you go on the internet to find it?
I did, and then I started looking, okay, what kind of oils do we have that are readily available here?
All right.
What kind of things do Thai people use in Thai spa products?
Oh, okay.
Right. And so just started inventing and playing around with it, and we tested it with people who had skin problems from AIDS and found out that it was really helpful for them.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
So just
all right. You told me a story about a boy who started using it.
Yes, last time I was on home assignment, I met a grandmother in a church, and she was sharing to me this heartbreaking story of her grandson, who she said was a very good, obedient child until he got into high school and had very bad acne. And so he was being teased in school and made fun of, and he started to withdraw. And I said, how about if I send you some scrub? Just try it. I don't know if it'll help him or not. And so she sent me a wonderful letter saying how much it had improved his skin, and he was gaining confidence back again. And she felt like she had her grandson back. And I was so grateful for that, Grandma.
Wow, that's wonderful. So how much of these products are being made now in the area where you were working?
Well, CAMA, our Relief and Development branch, they are now producing oil, soap, and lip balm in Thailand.
Okay.
Now that I have moved away from the seminary, I don't personally have time to do it.
Right.
But my students and the people that I've trained are still doing a lot with moringa as far as tea bags, making powder, which they put in their food or in smoothies.
Do they have now like a little factory to make it, or do they still make it in kitchens like when you were making?
Pretty much still made in kitchens,
Isn't that
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Very good. Well, that's an exciting story and something that you don't expect for someone who's been teaching in a seminary to start doing. It seems like an interesting side interest. Well, thanks for sharing that today.
Sure.
And you're going to be talking this Wednesday at the
Yes.
Global Outreach meeting in the Social Center. And it's not just going to be you talking. They're going to be, I understand there are going to be some question and answer times where people can come up with questions for you. And also some games. Is that right? With prizes?
Yes, I
Okay.
brought from Thailand.
Okay, and so when the people are working on the answers to the questions, they need their really smart friends with them.
That would
All right.
help, yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to be fun. Look forward to having you talk more about all that you've been doing recently, and also the chance to get to know other people here at Shell Point.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Dotty.
So you're invited this Wednesday, 10:15 in the Social Center. Global Outreach is offering you an opportunity to learn more about Janice and her work and bring those smart friends with you, because there's going to be some competitions, and those friends can help you win prizes from Thailand. Wouldn't that be fun? We have refreshments starting at 10 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing all of you there to hear more about Thailand, more about Janice, and more about lip balm.
If you have perused the first few pages of this month's Shell Point Life magazine, you know we have quite a lineup of performances in store for this season's 3 concert series. Tickets for all of these events go on sale this week. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday, Don Boren will be previewing the 3 series for us, starting today with the Fine and Performing Arts Concert Series.
We are always excited to unveil our Fine and Performing Arts Concert Series, and this season is no exception. Hi, I'm Dawn Boren, Director of Resident Life for Shell Point. Every year we find new world-class musical performers from the worlds of Broadway, jazz, and popular music. This season, 5 unique concerts will showcase these talents right here at Shell Point. We begin in November with an evening of Broadway favorites. Behind the Mask will feature beloved songs from Andrew Lloyd Webber and others. Not just Phantom of the Opera, but also Evita, Sunset Boulevard, Cats, Chicago, A Chorus Line, Jersey Boys, and more. Singing actress Terry Hansen has received international recognition for her crossover abilities between opera and Broadway, and her co-star Nat Chandler has also enjoyed a storied career on the stage from Camelot to Kiss Me Kate. Spend an evening on Broadway with Behind the Mask, taking place on Thursday, November 20th. In January, we welcome one of the most famous big bands in the world. The Tommy Dorsey Orchestra is legendary for kick-starting the careers of Frank Sinatra, Nelson Riddle, and others. These sentimental gentlemen of swing will take you back to a time when the song was king. You'll hear favorites like I'm Getting Sentimental Over You, Marie, and their favorite, I'll Never Smile Again. Enjoy an evening of big band and smooth vocals with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra on Friday, January 16th. You can't go wrong with the Close Harmony vocal group, and in February we will welcome the legendary trio The Lettermen. Since their founding in 1959, the Lettermen have exemplified the soft and romantic sounds of yesteryear. Their harmonies were all over radio and TV in the 1960s, and since then have recorded 32 top 40 albums and made more than 200 television appearances. Come hear the best in close harmony, romantic music making with the Lettermen performing on Monday, February 9th. Then it's a night of fabulous jazz from a name you might recognize. Freddie Cole is the brother of the legendary Nat King Cole and has his own impressive body of work as a jazz singer and pianist. After graduating from Juilliard and the New England Conservatory, Freddie hit the road with his own jazz group, touring the world for the last 40 years. His warm, intimate, and elegant style perfectly highlights the polished brand of jazz you come to expect from the family name. It's a night of jazz with the Freddie Cole Quartet coming to Shell Point on Tuesday, March 10th. Our final performer has his own claim to fame. They call him the pianist to the presidents. David Osborne has performed for Presidents Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, and Obama. Originally from Oklahoma, David became famous for his passionate and romantic playing, selling millions of CDs and making millions of fans. David and his trio perform across the country, and we are thrilled to welcome the prestigious pianist to Shell Point. The David Osborne Trio perform here at the Church Auditorium on Thursday, April 9th. That's our lineup for the latest season of the Fine and Performing Arts Concert Series at Shell Point. Each performance brings something special to the stage, so there's something for everyone throughout the year. And we've even held the line on ticket prices, presenting these world-class concerts for just $35 a ticket. And there's more ways to save if you choose our popular Pick 3 option. Choosing 3 of your favorite concerts, you save $15 off the normal cost of tickets. And you can save even more by choosing the season tickets of all 5 shows, giving you a savings of $50. Much of this is thanks to the generous support of our Friends of the Arts, residents and friends who care about keeping the arts alive at Shell Point. You can learn more about the Friends of the Arts in the Shell Point Concert Series brochure or on our website www.shellpoint.net/concerts. There, you'll always find information on other concert series, such as the Concert and Conversation series, featuring up-and-coming classical artists in the intimate setting of the Grand Cypress Room, and also the Southwest Florida Symphony series, hosting the best in orchestral music right here in our concert hall. We're also proud to announce that we're hosting the Barbary Coast Dixieland Band for a return performance after a sold-out show last year. Their special concert takes place on Tuesday, February 17th. For tickets are only $15. We hope to see you at all the wonderful concert events as we celebrate the arts here at Shell Point.
Again, tickets are on sale now. You can purchase tickets for a single concert or save by purchasing an entire series. For more information, refer to your concert series brochure or visit www.shellpoint.net/concerts. To obtain tickets, contact either the Island or Woodland Service Desk or call the box office at 454-2067. Now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Happenings segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley here with Jill Aldrink, and we're going to tell you what's going on at Shell Point today. We're going to start bright and early this morning at 7:15 with the Health Connections class, Bend, Breathe, and Balance. That's in the Health Club on the island. Pickleball will be played at 8 o'clock on the pickleball court. Also at 8 o'clock we have the round robin doubles tennis at the Woodlands tennis courts. The stamp ministry will be busy in the stamp room on the island at 8:15. At 8:30 you'll find the Ladies Golf Association at the Shell Point Golf Club. At 9:15 the Caregiver Support Group and Memory Care Group will be meeting on the second floor of the Rehab Center. At 9:15 we have open painting that's held down in the art studio in the tunnel. 9:15 shuffleboard game will be going on behind the Resident Activity Center on the shuffleboard courts. And then we have match play mixed doubles tennis at the Woodlands tennis courts at 9:30. We're going to move to 10 o'clock for assisted living tea and tour in the community room of King's Crown. That's currently full. And at 10:15 through the Bible study group will be in the Osprey room on the island. At 10:30 the Caregiver Support Group and Memory Care Group will be in the second floor of the Rehab Center. Now we have our Susie Q boat running again at 11 o'clock, off to Run Runners for lunch. 11:45 is the time for a Health Connections class, Living Healthy. That's at the Health Club on the island. That's a different location than usual, so make a special note. Here's Jill for your afternoon lineup.
At 12:30 we have Mixed Progressive Bridge in the game room at the Woodlands. At 1:15 we have the Knitters Group in the Osprey room on the island. The Rollicking Recordists are also meeting at 1:15 in the Tarpon room on the island. The Women's Ministries Prayer Group will be meeting at 1:15 as well, and they'll be meeting at 408 Royal Bonnet on the island. At 1:30, there's a Health Connections Aqua Pilates Stretch, and that will be taking place at the Life Quest Aquatic Center on the island. The Stamp Ministry will be meeting in the Sable Room of the Woodlands at 1:30. And at 2:45, there's a Health Connections Balance and Mobility Training Level 2, and they'll be meeting in the Health Club. That class is currently closed. Well, that's our happenings for today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Menus for Tuesday. Today, the Crystal Room is closed. In the Island Cafe for lunch on Tuesday, the special is a ham and turkey sub with Swiss and chips for $7.25. The dinner special is a hamburger or a hot dog with potato salad and melon ice cream for $8.25. The dinner specials in the Palm Grill are veal marsala for $15.95 or grilled scallops for $17.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm David Pavey, an assistant pastor at the church. I've thought a lot about a verse in the Old Testament of the Bible. One who puts on his armor should not boast like one who takes it off. And that's found in 1 Kings 20, verse 11. A young man preparing to go off to battle puts on his gear, but has nothing to boast about. But the soldier who comes home, victorious after the battle, has a track record of accomplishment. One who puts on his armor should not boast like one who takes it off. Let me illustrate. My Aunt Vera turned 90 that day. Now 90 doesn't sound so old at Shell Point, but I was much younger then, so it sounded like quite a record to me. And what a party we had for Aunt Vera, with well over 100 friends out to celebrate, with cards, gifts, balloons, and a cake the size of a football field. But then, what a lady! Still swimming daily, still driving, still life and soul of the party, and still abounding in the work of the Lord. Little wonder that her friends should rise up and call her blessed. 90 years of memories. The early years in Bristol, England, where a devout family planted the seeds that would lead to a lifetime of Christian service. Nursing school, marriage to Bob Willey, then off to Athens for a decade as missionary tent makers. World War II forced an escape from Greece. With only 2 hours' notice from the British government, they boarded the last refugee ship and risked the dangerous voyage across the Mediterranean to Alexandria. When Bob joined the Air Force, the Royal Air Force in Egypt, the British tried to evacuate Aunt Vera to safety, but she declined. Instead, she served the remaining 4 years of the war with the British Faith Mission as a missionary to soldiers in the land of the pyramids. Many a night Vera spent in bomb shelters as Rommel and his men moved inexorably closer. She could hear the bombs. Another offer to escape the war zone. Another refusal. No way. As long as the British soldier boys were in Egypt, Aunt Vera would be there too, to provide nursing care, play the old hymns on the piano, serve tea, and encourage them to find peace with God. Early 1945, with the Allied forces well on their way to the Rhine, Vera and Bob sailed from Alexandria to Glasgow, through seas riddled with submarines. 5 naval vessels protected their 13-ship convoy. Saltwater showers, sleeping fully dressed, life jacket in hand, day and night, some cruise. But life was still only half over. 4 years later, invited to the USA, Vera and Bob arrived in New York to begin a new chapter in their life book. They generated post-war relief supplies for Greek believers. They helped to plant 3 local churches, and then began yet another career in their 60s as directors of a Christian retirement community. A widow for 10 years, Aunt Vera continued to minister with great energy, enthusiasm, and good humor. The birthday celebration was well deserved. Most of my life, I've worked with young adults who have just put their armor on, to follow our verse. Life is before them, so they have visions of what they hope to accomplish, but still no track record of accomplishment in the real world. They have passed many tests, but not the test of time. Aunt Vera had passed the test of time. Well, she was blessed with good health and a good mind, true enough. But she also had chosen to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And now at 90 years of age, she could take off her armor, knowing the battle was almost over, and she was on the victory side. She was finishing well. Now, we may not make it to 90 and have a big party. Perhaps we already have. But in any case, let's persevere in serving our Lord. Then we too shall have the immense satisfaction that comes from knowing that we can take off our armor with dignity because we have finished well. Happy birthday, Aunt Vera. Happy birthday to you. And thank you for joining Village Church Connections.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow when we'll pay a visit to the Shell Point Salon. We'll hear from Vice President of Human Resources and Business Support, Karen Anderson, about a resident initiative to help Shell Point employees with English skills. And we'll hear more from Don Boren about the upcoming season's Concert and Conversation series. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, August 19th. I'm Dan Philgreen, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.